Agreement is agreement. Presidency directs Ododo Bello to honor one-term deal with Faleke. Okay. Track News has gathered that the presidency has directed Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo and his political camp to honor the alleged one-term agreement reached with former Deputy Governor designate James Faleke. A source familiar with the development disclosed that the directive followed a closed-door meeting held on January 15, where Bello's camp was formally informed of Faleke's intention to return fully to grassroots politics and take control of All Progressive Congress APC structures in Kogi State. According to the source, the meeting made it clear that Faleke plans to reassert his influence within the party ahead of future political realignment in the state, in line with the earlier understanding between the key stakeholders. The unfolding situation is said to have unsettled Governor Ododo, who is reportedly weighing the option of exploring alternative party platforms to pursue his long-term political ambition. How can Ododo be having long-term political ambition? What has he done in that Kogi state? Nothing. He's just there, figurehead governor. He's not doing anything. He wants to be there. He's weighing his option for long-term. I bet they should pursue him come over there. Should the agreements be strictly enforced? So you don't want to honor agreement again, Abi. Party Insider says the presidency's stance is aimed at maintaining internal party discipline and ensuring that political agreements reached during succession negotiations are respected. As one source puts it succinctly, agreement is agreement, no be someone else. So agreement is agreement today here since. Ayuba Abiy says, come to think of it, everyone, James Faleke has long deserved to be a governor of Kogi State. If you can remember what happened in the 2015 general election, where James Faleke was the running mate of Alhaji Audu Abubakar, who died hours after he was declared the winner of Kogi State governorship election. In compliance with the constitution, running mate is to take over as the elected governor when such an incident occurs. But reverse is the case when APC is involved. Let's not blame Faleke. Audu Ibrahim says, Mr. Musa Sulaiman, did any individual own party in any sane claim, except in your imagination? With that vituperation, the sitting governor go out. Why can't Faleke come with different parties to test his might in Kogi State? Foolish think tank brains. Okay, now do you know Ododo can make it impossible for the court Faleke to reach Kogi throughout his 8 years? No be small thing. See the kind of things that people are saying. Ododo can make Faleke not come to Kogi State throughout his 8 years. Look at what you are saying. Is that democracy that we are practicing? Ogunmoku said this is the Tinubu kind of politics, control the whole nation. Our Lord and our God, Antichrist. Paul Yahaya says, Faleke representing Lagos in the assembly moving to Kogi State. Yahaya, Rauf, and Lagosians are not crying. How many states can do that? Kudos to the indigene, okay? Cyberman says, enough is enough. The terrorism in Kogi State is too much. Terrorism from Fulanis, from the Ibiras, from Igalas. The high level of insecurity must stop. The Ibira people has failed to tackle terrorism in Kogi State. Okay. Olusegun Adebite says, so why is the same presidency supporting Fubara to break his agreement with Wike? What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Then destroying Wike's political structure is also evil. I beg. You want to be comparing Wike and this one? What do you mean by that? Is Wike Wike contesting for governorship election? Wike has done his tenure now and left. So what silly agreement are you having with Fubara? Agreement on what? I beg. Which political structure did he build? Please, let's hear what. Kero John says, where are they getting all these agreements? I'm telling you. In Rivers State, an agreement is flying here and there by Wike for one-term tenure for Fubara. We have started hearing again in Kogi State of an agreement of one tenure for Ododo. Let this agreement be published. Do you get? For everybody to see. Let us see this agreement is agreement. People are shouting up and down. Bayogunlela says politicians are so annoying in Nigeria. Entering one stupid agreement and the other. Is this how democracy is practiced? Do you get? Let us practice democracy. People are doing agreement. You are going to do one term. You are going to give me this when you. What is that? What is that? Oricha Issa says agreement is agreement in your village. Kogi is big fool. Where do you come from with your useless agreement? No be small thing. Hey, election is now an agreement. You get, now what? We are in for it in this country. Akonobi says, is it by election or by appointment? They say na agreement, now by agreement. You agree to do one thing. Me, I'll finish the remaining 4 terms. Like, what? It is well, Kike down and it says, wait, what a democracy. May God deliver Nigeria from the hands of criminals who have their own personal definition of democracy. If they tell you now that, if they ask you in exam, what is democracy? Democracy means agreement is agreement. You agree to something. Like, what is that? Jimada says, Haba, what type of agreement? Ododo should go for second term. Atekemeke says, end of tyranny government in Kogi State. At Dosli says, true, definitely J.E. Faleke Odomaya was that. Ibrahim Augustine says, why you, Mr. President, no honor one term deal? Shameless being. Makeodi says, Ododo must leave for Faleke. That Ododo isn't even doing anything. She even started. So, what's it there for? What's it doing there? She go and sit down. Umar Ali says, I usually tell them that what is good is not good. Or what is not good is not good. Yahaya Bello thinks say he's a godfather. He was even promising Tinubu not to worry himself to campaign in Kogi that they should leave that one for him. Ordinary Kogi resident. But he's not in Kogi again now. Onikokola says, where was agreement when Igala ruled the state for more than 60 years? Let's Faleke wait for the premature Okun state. Ododo 4+4 or else to migrate to ADC. Make una migrate now. Heaven will not, for APC is digging his grave in Kogi State. Now, Utali says, is it the people that determines who governs them or the party? Those interested in that office should all be allowed to vie and let the people make their choice. For where we get choice for this country? I don't think so. Akaju says, is Faleke a Kogi State politician or Lagos State politician? If he's from Kogi State, of course he can contest for governorship. If he's from Kogi State, I don't know. But I hear he's from Kogi State, so why can't he contest? Malik says, now, wow, democracy is not by a majority again, okay? Poverty, now, wow. Mr. Ododo should respect the agreement and step down. John says, APC is not a communal party where positions are shared, rather through voting. I'm telling you. Voting does not. That's why people don't even bother to want to vote again, because what's the point? It is well. Exactly Rivers case. Exactly what is going on in Rivers State right now. Agreement is agreement. Hey, listen, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.